Hello everybody, my name is Logan Brock, and this is my cyber chat on League of Legends Champ Select Exploitation. League of Legends has long been one of the world's biggest competitive multiplayer games. Before any gameplay begins, the player must enter a champion selection phase to draft a synergistic team composition. Not all teammates are always on the same page with regard to Champ Select though, with some players opting to troll pick a character that they have no experience with or perhaps a horrible win rate on, despite the competitive, ranked nature of the game. For many years, Riot Games showed every player's summoner name during Champ Select, but with the rise in third-party websites and software such as OP.GG, which is shown on the screen here, Porofessor.gg, and Blitz.gg, it became commonplace to look up one's teammates during Champ Select to see who they'd be dealing with. It was super obvious when someone was picking a troll champion from their win rates, or even when they were just forced to play a role that they weren't good at. The most common method of avoiding any ensuing headaches was to dodge the game by closing the League of Legends client. The player who dodged would lose a few LP, which is the matchmaking rating that determines one's rank in the game, but it was still less than they would lose for a defeat, making it a weak deterrent. Here's an example of one of my friends who has a pretty good win rate over a lot of games on his main champion, but even his second highest played champion isn't doing too hot at only 41% win rate. And then this other random character he had to play one game, he didn't do too hot on either. So his teammates might be, compelled to dodge this game if his main character gets banned. Especially because they only lose a couple LP versus a lot of LP. Now, Riot Games noticed the issue of constant dodging and decided to remove the player's ability to see their teammates' names during Champ Select phase. So as you can see here, we have all the names replaced with monsters from the League of Legends jungle, which is just their funny way of kind of blocking out the names. They noticed this problem, so they also disallowed third-party software from sharing that information as part of their terms of service. But surprising no one, a workaround quickly emerged. Persistent game dodgers managed to access summoner name data using a variety of strategies, including man-in-the-middle attacks, packet sniffing, and even simply using League's official API to read JSON responses. As you can see here, all the names are obfuscated by League, again, with the jungle monsters, but they're still able to access their names and look them up on op.gg. Yep, by seeing the names of their teammates, they could check the play rate, win rate, and play style by looking at them on a website like op.gg. And luckily, these players would still be penalized by losing a little bit of LP and getting locked out of matchmaking for a short time, until a new method of game dodging was discovered. In this image, there's a program going on in the background, and there's this new button at the bottom right, which is not usually there, that lets you just dodge the game. So some players manage to write programs like this to crash the lobbies in Champ Select, resulting in no LP loss or time penalty. For many game patches, players could automatically retrieve the game version, Riot Sign-On, or RSO, inventory, JWT, RSO ID token, RSO access token, and League session token, all through League client update requests. The program would then abort the current lobby by sending a post request to the LoL client API, use the obtained game session values to send a custom lobby initialization request to the client, and start a new champion select stage in this custom lobby to avoid their client crashing. So here's an example of some code that I found online that did exactly this back in one of the game versions that let this work. It connects to the server, and then you're getting all this information from just simple requests to the API, like the ID tokens, subinner, JSON web tokens, various user info and game versions. Then it's going to create a practice game using this data that you obtained, crash the existing game, and then it's going to just put you in this lobby. So as you can see here, it was just a ranked game lobby here with all the people's names blocked out. But this guy decided that he wanted to just crash the lobby because he didn't like his team comp or something. So he pressed the crash lobby, and then this picture at the top right is in a new custom game lobby just a couple seconds later. It still says ranked solo duo, but that's just because this is kind of a buggy method. But this is going to put him inside the game, and a couple seconds later he can just quit that custom lobby and there's no penalty at all. There's no punishment, and luckily Riot has since patched this issue, but fair matchmaking remains a constant battle for the company. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before a new method of dodging is found. And hopefully they're able to get a better grasp on, the vulnerabilities in their session management, because it seems like it's really easy for people to come up with these methods of like using their existing API to just take people's names, go on to op.gg, check in, or even just crash the game at this point just by sending requests to their own infrastructure. So yeah, that is all. Hope you guys enjoyed this cyber chat, and have a good day.